Hi guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to show you my Therian gear. It's going to be a small collection of all kind of things I relate to my stereotypes. It includes, of course, tails, as well as collars, a few items I resemble to my stereotype, as well as a Therian box, but I will tell you about that in the following parts of the videos. I am of course beginning with the tails, of which I don't really have many, but I will probably try keeping on collecting tails that resemble my stereotype. I've been beginning with this one, which was my very first tail. It's just a piece of fabric. It's obviously fake. Doesn't really move much, except like in the middle part where the stuffing is kind of sliding down. It's really old as well. I think I got it around 2014, back when I really didn't know much about Therians and other kin. I just bought it as a cosplay prop, but later on used it as a tail. It also used to have like a way better clip, but that kind of broke off, so I had to improvise. The second tail I have is this one. It has like black spots on the top, a black tip. I'm not exactly sure what exactly it is. I think it's a foxtail. I'm not sure though, so correct me if you know better. Sadly enough, this is a tail from Yours Fur. It is known for fur farming. It's a Chinese brand, and back when I bought it, which was in I think 2016, I really didn't know much about the whole fur farming thing. I saw it on Amazon, I thought it was pretty, and I asked someone to buy it for me because my mom wouldn't buy any tails for me because she really doesn't exactly understand what Therians and other kin is. But I will make sure to not buy any of these kind of tails anymore. It makes me really angry that people do this just for decoration. But there's only as much as not to buy their products as we can do. The third tail I have is from a Comic-Con I bought last year. It's a fake fur tail. It's really big, and it has like some brown markings on here. It's not exactly like shaped very well, but it moves pretty nice to compare it to like the real one. It moves well enough. It's also a lot bigger than the other one. It's also like really thick. I kind of prefer it looking like really thick winter-like fur. The only kind of not so pretty thing is that it's really flat on the top. And it's like a bit messed up, but it's fine enough, and I really like this one. I have seen a shop on eBay, I will probably link in the description, that's from Germany and that's selling pretty good tails. And it's also a seller who sells bones and sheep pelt. I think it's pelt. I'm not sure, I'm sorry. But I would probably link him down below, or them. I'm not sure if it's more people who work at this shop or just one person. The next part of the video will consist of collars. And yeah, I don't wear most of these anymore. I only have like one specific collar I'm wearing at the moment. The first one is this one, which I really don't wear at all. I usually put it like on my stuffed animals, if anything, because I really don't like this one pretty much. It's nice enough because I wore it when I didn't have anything else, but yeah, I got this one from my mate, who got it from her ex, but yeah. I have this one, which glows when light shines on it. It's really thick though, so I'm not a big fan of it. Come on. It also is kind of scratchy, like the material is not really nice. Also, it's kind of big because I kind of tried putting it on my maid's dog to try it on her. The next one I have is this one, which is a black one. It's just a classic black collar. Nothing special on it. It's also rather thick, and I really don't like that this is like kind of pressuring my neck, so it's like pressing down on me, and it's not that nice to wear. I like it anyways because it was like one of my first ones as well. I think it was my second actual collar. The next one I have is this one. It has spikes on it. It's also more of a choker than a collar. I prefer wearing this when I feel more connected to my hyena kin. I think it just kind of fits in a way. It feels just right. And the last one I have, this one. It's a pretty cheap one, but I really prefer this one out of all I have because it's really nice to wear. It's not scratchy or anything, and nothing is really pressing down on my neck, even though I could like change the sizing of it. But it feels really good, and it's actually just really nice to have it on my neck because it's not too big and not too scratchy and all that. And yeah. Next part of my Therian stuff is small cards. As stupid as this sounds, but there's like few pictures I have. One of this being the sticker of a hyena. Then a few wolf pictures I just printed out. And a card I got to a plushie I bought with like 2 hyenas on it. It's actually a postcard. And this drawing of a raven or a crow. I think it's just supposed to like resemble a really big bird. But I really like this picture, and it's kind of belonging to the collection. The next thing I have is just a necklace which has like tags on it. One saying my name, and since when me and my mate are together. The other is this one. It says Beta Pup and owned property. It's also a thing my girlfriend got from her ex, but I'm keeping it around because I really like these tags, and I don't know, it kind of fits in a way, so yeah. And there's also this little keychain on here, which I just recently put on there. If any one of you knows Black Butler, it's Grill Sutcliffe. The next part of the collection I will show you are my plushies that I connect my stereotypes with. Yeah, some of them are not exactly my stereotype, but they have a meaning to me. This one is like a black wolf, which is my wolfkin. It's from the Wolf Conservative Center in New York, and it's a plushie of their gray wolf, Zapier. Or Zapier. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm very sorry. This one being from Geeky Cute Crotchet, I think, on Instagram. I will link her down below. She makes these small crotchet animals, and I requested like you could choose like the eye color and the color of the wolf, and I made mine look like my stereotype, black wolf with yellow eyes. The next thing I have is this one. It's a small raven I also got from Geeky Cute Crotchet. Next things I got are more of a resemblance for my hyenakin. This one just being a hyena I really wanted to buy because he looked really fluffy and cute. His name is Caleb. He is based on a character from a roleplay I'm having with my mate right now. And this one, which is more of a kin resemblance for my hyenakin. It doesn't have a name yet, but I'm pretty sure as soon as I like get signs for the names for my kin, I will probably get it named. Next thing I have are 2 African wild dogs, which are also a connection for my hyenakin, because I think I have like some kind of connection to African wild dogs as my hyena. I'm not too sure though. This one is called Stacy. I made him like a small necklace with his name on it. And this one is Joey. She's like the newest plushie I got. I got her yesterday. I actually filmed this video before, but I really didn't like the draft, so I redid it, and now I can actually show her off as well, because she arrived right after I got my video done. The last thing I can show you is my Therian box, which is basically filled with a lot of things I connect to my Theriotype, but I will probably change the camera position for this so I can show you all the small details that are in there. My Therian box. I wrote my types on here, wolf and hyena, and also the runes for wolf, a paw, and Therian box. It's just a cheap box from a dollar store. In here is just like a lot of stuff I somewhat connect to my Theriotype. Some of it being bones and dead animals and stuff, like tiny bugs and stuff, which we found when we were outside. This one being a small box with tiny gemstones in it and coins and stuff. I'm somewhat a big part in like goblin core as well, so there's like a lot of shiny stuff in here that's also somewhat having a meaning to my Theriotype. This here's a small antler I put on a necklace, a rib bone from some animal, few wolf based necklace chains, keychains, small key, this tiny dog bone where you can like put your address in. It's actually meant for dogs, so if they run away you can track them back down. A small wolf thing from Final Fantasy. A key, another one. A small black wolf figure. I think it's a playable figure, I have no idea. It's like really old. I have 2 tiny feathers in here. I don't know where the second one is. It's, I think, jackdaw feathers. A cross I got from work. A few gemstones, because I am a big fan of shiny stones, as you might see. Somewhat of a goblin on that matter. Everything that's shiny and nice looking goes into the box in some way. It also feels like I pick like some certain parts to put into the box. Those are just a few like keychains and pins, a knife, and this one, and a fish, and a small raven. A tiny white wolf figure, 2 German shepherds. They're like more of a resemblance for my girlfriend. She's like a red wolf, and this is like the closest that I can get to a red wolf figure. Then a few more keychains, one being like a space keychain, a small bone, and a dragon claw holding a small gemstone. So this is pretty much it. That was all of my Therian gear in some way. I would probably at some point make a room tour, because I have tiny altars and like small collections of things that I also relate somewhat to like nature and my Theriotype. And I will probably try my best to like show this to you in maybe a few next videos we will see that depending on what you really want to see. I'm going to say bye for now. If you have any criticism or like any wishes, leave them down in the comments. I will probably link a few things that I showed or talked about in the video. In other words, have a nice day and stay awesome.